welcome back to the channel for another video. It is me, the Review Master 19 here, and yesterday we took a look at the Tiger 1 by Airfix Quick Build, and as promised we're going to be taking a look at the CORGI JU-87R2. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is a model by CORGI. I bought this from Duxford for 25 quid. Really nice model. I will say this, it does come on a stand, and the stand is pretty difficult to take off, but we will take it off and have a good look at the model. And it also comes with this cradle, bomb cradle, which is the bomb release swing device for dive bombers, so it could clear the propeller. Pretty nice, just a bit of plastic, and the bomb is painted olive green. So let's take a look at the model itself. Quite heavy, it's all die cast. So this is the JU-87R2. The JU-87R, quick history before we start the review, as always with all my models. So the JU-87R was the upgrade to the JU-87B2. The JU-87R could carry 2 fuel tanks, and this is Bulgaria. This is in Bulgarian camouflage, and I believe this is... I will be back in a minute because I know what this division is. Okay, so I found out that this model, this insignia here, if I zoom in, is from 1STG1, and I think that stands for Stuka Kampgruppe 1. It's the crow with the diving. That's a oil indicator. These are the steps for the crew, and this is a CORGI model, so don't know if you can see inside there, but the crew are in there. So you've got the pilot, and there is actually some interior detail, and you've also got the gunner, which is nice. You've got the engine, coolant radiator things. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So we're now going to take a look at all the rest of the details. So we are back. Excuse my dog's barking. So we are going to take a look at the model in better detail now. The JU-87R had these drop tanks, 2 of them, 2 in each wing. And it does come on a clear stand. You've got the propeller, which is a nice bluish colour, greenish colour, and you've got the radiator. Sort of looks like it's smiling a bit, like happy. You've got H on each side of the landing gear, and this is a model, so the wheels do spin. You have the dive brakes, which were automatic, and the JU-87R could only hold one 500-pound bomb, I think. Really cool. A5 and HH unit in Bulgaria, and many people don't know, but this little thing here represents a first aid kit. It was armed with an MG34 in the rear and 2 MG15s in the, or MG34s in the wings. You've got your antenna mast there, which is really nice. You've got the, I know people get offended over this. This is accurate to the models. If you want me to blur it, please let me know in future videos, but it's for historical purposes. And the Stuka had tail struts. You've got your tail wheel, your elevators, really cool. And these are your, if I zoom out, these things here are your flaps, so your landing flaps. These little 2 things here, surprisingly, I originally thought they were like some sort of like antenna radar, but it's actually steps for the crew, little steps for the crew to get on so they can access it, and the cockpit slid this way and that way. Really nice. So the propeller does spin, which is nice, and it's in a lovely camouflage scheme, Bulgaria. Now we're going to take a look at the underside. So I'm going to quit to a time lapse of me getting this thing ready. Okay, and we're back. So now the stand is off. It's not really hard to take the stand off, you just need to undo the screws. It's heavy because it's a Corgi die-cast model, and it really is a cool model. I mean, you can move it around and stuff, but this is a collector's item. And on the bottom, we have the steps. We have Corgi Stuka. You've got the bit for the stand, and you can actually place the bomb on. There's a little peg where the bomb goes, by the way. It's quite a bit finicky to get in, but once you get it in, it goes in all right. And that's the Corgi Stuka with its bomb. And the bomb can actually release. Like that. That's how it will work. I like to keep it on the stand though, because it's more better, but really cool model. You've got the supercharger there, which makes the engine faster. To repair the engine, they would take the cowling off. Really cool though. And how Stukas would dive is, zoom out entirely, so they would be like somewhere 3,000, 15,000 feet or something. The pilot would flip a few controls, and that would all make the die brakes, the automatic die brakes. The JU-87R never had the sirens on, by the way. They took them off. But they would roll. It was the first dive bomber ever to roll 90 degrees. The Dauntless only rolled 80 degrees, like that. Whether the Stuka rolled all the way down, dived down, the die brakes would initiate. Then when they were ready, the pilots would black out. Not when they were ready, but the pilots would black out. And this bomb release cradle mechanism would swing the bomb free, and it would then, the dive brakes would automatically pull it back up until the pilot regained consciousness. They were really good dive bombers, but very weak. Only defensive armament of one MG34 in there. Later Stukas like the JU-87G2 and the D versions had cannons and such. But yeah, so that is the review on Corgi's World War II Legends JU-87R2. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing, share, and like, and I will see you in the next one. I'm not sure what I'm going to do the video on next, so I'll leave that as a surprise for you guys. But yeah, you can find this model on eBay, maybe thrift shops or whenever you look. Really cool model though. Apart from that, take care.